also think what you're saying though, Dad, is it's also like it doesn't mean that you're not the provider, and it doesn't mean that you're not the leader of the family.
Right.
Like I don't.
That's what. Yes.
And I think someone who is a leader in the family, like in that situation, it would be like, wow, my wife has like a whole process for this. She's making a whole bunch of money. This is great for the unit. Let me actually stop what I'm doing and let's focus and hone in on what she's doing. It doesn't make the man any less of a provider, and it doesn't make him any less of a leader. I think when you stifle that, I actually think that's the opposite of leading.
Yeah, I agree.
Because let's take like relationships and romance out of this, but if I'm working at a company and I'm a sales executive and I've got somebody under me, let's say it's all commission based, right? So I'm a sales exec, I'm bringing in $1 million a year as a sales exec, and then I hire somebody and they start bringing in 1.5, that doesn't, you probably get more commissions off of that, but it's like, that doesn't make me look bad. That makes me look good because it's like, look who I hired.
Well, I've never thought about this in a relationship, but when I'm working with entrepreneurs and business owners, I say this all the time, you want to hire people smarter than you.
Yeah, we learned that many years ago.
Now, I know what you're thinking, Jim, but that's so hard for me to do. So, hey, I haven't found that difficult. Jim, that's because you're not that smart. Hey, let's don't make it personal. But yeah, you want to hire people better than you. And certainly in a relationship, in a marriage, you don't want to feel threatened by the other person.
Mom, tell us some other signs or some other differences between things being toxic versus difficult.
Okay, so healthy conflict repair, we want that, versus a silent punishment. And you've heard people say they gave me the silent treatment. So the difference is there. So difficult, even though after hurt feelings, healthy couples come away and they repair themselves. Like I said, they sit down, they talk about it, they apologize, they really do honest talk. And this is not something that they want to really have to address again. So they're trying to grow from what they had the conflict about. Now versus the toxic person. So this partner uses the silent treatment, and y'all heard that. So they withdraw their affection, their ongoing coldness.
Yeah.
They're trying to control the whole situation by not giving that person anything, that partner anything. So instead of repairing, they weaponize the distance by making their partner feel powerless and guilty.
It's also a form of control too.
It is.
Yeah, because you want that person to. You're withdrawing your attention, withdrawing your voice because you want that person to come to you and apologize or come to you and say that something went wrong.
Right. You once again, you're trying to get away from responsibility or just saying, I shouldn't have done this or I apologize. And so if that pattern continues, that's a toxic type of relationship.
Y'all might not know this about me because I don't think it ever happened with y'all, but growing up, I was a silent treatment giver when people offended me or I felt like people had wronged me. That's...
Hey, you may not know this about me. I'm still a silent treatment giver when I feel like people have wronged me. Not to the toxic, though, Teresa.
Well, I feel like, okay, and in my experience...
I think it's okay to quieten yourself if you're trying to gather your thoughts and everything, to give yourself time. Okay, I'm just saying to give yourself time.
I'm talking about withdrawing my presence, withdrawing my energy, withdrawing everything about me, like you don't exist to me. That is how I was like younger when I was in high school, middle school. Like that was my reaction even in college, actually. I have a friend who will tell you a story. We're still friends today. We've grown a lot, but I just felt like she completely offended me and I stopped talking. And I'm a talker, so.
So that's where I get it from. Now I see why I do it.
That doesn't make any sense.
Does it not?
No. Now I see why I do it.
Wow.
But the reason I think it's so, because I would almost liken the silent treatment a little bit to ghosting in that they have like they make the other person feel a similar way. There's no resolution. They're confused. They think they did something wrong. And I think that given silent treatment, I think, now that I'm mature, grown, I think
let's not go too far. You mean maturing? Maybe that's what you're trying to say. Okay.
I think that giving the silent treatment, I think that ghosting is one of the worst things that you can do to another human being.
I think it is too.